We get to the most interesting point of our demo, because here, right now, we are in the local no-code environment, n8n environment, that helps us integrate and create a hybrid implementation of what is possible of converting your project idea through the experimentation in Notebook and then creating some infrastructure or microservices in code, and later on integrate it with the no-code solutions into the runnable workflow that is scalable a lot and flexible a lot. The advantages that we get from the no-code solutions are those predefined services and parts that we can just use out of the box. For example, in the app action, and it provides over 400 different services that you can connect to and just use that for your own purposes, like Facebook APIs, Google Docs, Google Drive. There's a lot of stuff that you can just use right away out of the box. But the main important parts here, aside from no-code blocks, are the triggers for those external services, the reference to our coding parts, everything that you are missing that is not provided by, for example, n8n or any other no-code solution. You can definitely create your own implementation in code and reference that, so that later on you integrate it all together into this hybrid implementation. And while going to the Notebook, I mentioned that Notebook mostly relies on the OpenAI APIs for the LLMs. But this specific local n8n environment workflow leverages local LLMs. And a huge advantage of that is, of course, is the pricing. So you don't really have to pay for those API calls to external vendors for using the LLMs. Just to recap, in the no-code environment, it is possible to integrate coding solutions, external services, and use both local and LLMs through the external APIs once into a single project. I will first show you what's the whole point of this specific flow. Once we get an email with the request in the email body, we get some question about the project that we've developed that answers the question, the technical questions, or just the public questions that we send to LLM. It filters out some information from that email. For filter, you can use rule-based filters. At the same time, you can evaluate those emails through the LLMs. And then pass all the data required. In this specific case, it is the question that we received with an email. We pass it over into our coding solution that is running as a separate microservice. And after going through that, it passes over the output to the letter generation agent that somehow generates the email. It will create a draft of an email that later on, going through the response created for the specific question, we can just approve that or just modify that.